Well, happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. Hey everybody, Mark Lowry here, sitting in my bedroom / office / studio, wanting to let you know it's a great day in Houston right now. Beautiful weather. And I'm trying out a new lens. It's a 50 millimeter lens on my camera, so I've got it set over there. And of course, anyway, I'm in the studio still. You see the red piano. Monday night, Greg and Jana. Oh, Lord help me, Jesus. What's her name? Yes, Jana. Oh gosh, don't let her see this. Greg and Jana Long are going to be with me Monday night from Avalon. They're precious. Oh, look, we're live. 185 people have tuned in. Look at there. Hi, everybody. Let me see if I can read the comments. As they're oh, it's a little delayed, isn't it? Hey, Sandra, Malcolm Parker, Brian Hargraves. This is the fat that, what did you say? This is the fat that the Lord has made. This is the fat that the Lord has made. I like that, Brian. Hey, Priscilla. Happy Saturday, Mark. Finally got a day off today. How are you? I'm doing so good. If I was doing any good, it'd be illegal. I'm having the best time. I am looking forward to Monday. Oh, I went to see a friend. You know, I go to this Wednesday Bible study. It's called, you know what? I'll just show you. I should have planned. You know, I never plan. And hold on, I'll be right back. That way I can get my tea and that little book. Anyway, it's called A Spiritual Formation Workbook. Have you ever heard of this? Can y'all see that? Renovari. It says a Renovari resource for spiritual renewal. And it's interesting. And my friends Rudy and Melvin and Joe and Justin are all in this. Juanita, a friend of ours, said, y'all need to do this. So we said, okay. Because Juanita is, that's my laptop turning off. Juanita is a very, very spiritual person. She's Rudy Rasmus's wife. Rudy is the pastor of St. John's downtown, and Juanita, they co-pastor. And she's a wonderful lady, and she suggested this, and I told her I want to be involved in a midweek Bible study kind of a thing. You know, maybe a book club or something. And so she suggested this. And one of the fellows that's in the book club, Joe Wilson, y'all pray for him, would you? Yesterday he had a seizure, and he's probably, I'm guessing, 70, maybe. And he had a seizure, and he's in ICU. I just went up there to see him. Juanita said, I said, when would be a good time to go? She said, just find out when they open. So I found out they open at 8, and I went at 9. And I met his sweet wife, Debbie, and his sister. That mic picked up my stomach growling. Did you hear that? Anyway, have you had lunch yet? I haven't. Let me see what you're saying. So anyway, I went up there, walked in the door, and I'd heard his favorite song was this one, so I just walked over to his bed and started singing. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, help me stand. I'm tired. He's just laying. He's been opening his eyes this morning, so he's looking at me. I'm weak. I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on. to the light. Anyway, Juanita said that was his favorite song, so I leaned over and sang it. And the Holy Spirit came in that room. I felt him, and it was wonderful. And Joe had tears in his eyes. I had tears in my eyes. You know, when God shows up, everybody knows it. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel his presence. When I say it, I mean the presence of God. And anyway, so that was fabulous. Priscilla says, what's your favorite place of barbecue? Well, thank you for enjoying my story, Priscilla. You're thinking about food? Oh, we were just talking about food, weren't we? My favorite, well, I'll tell you, there's one right down the street called Gabby's that my grandmother used to eat at all the time. And sometimes I go there, but it's really good, but it's probably not my favorite. What would be my favorite barbecue? There's some good ones, really. Gabby's is just about as good as any of them, really. They're all great. Texas, you can't hardly find bad. Thank you, Christina Malik. Thank you for saying that was pretty. Beautiful. Beth Forbes, thank you. Hey, Liz Hutchins. Hey, Janice Pridgeon, Erica Batley, Liz Hutchins again. Hope Smith, Louise Gaynor. Hey, Q. Q's watching. He doesn't ever say anything. It just says QL Phillips is watching. So anyway, Monday night, please join us. Mondays with Mark. Philip will be here playing the piano. And Greg and Jana will be singing, and I'll be singing, and who knows who'll show. Oh, look what I got myself for my birthday. I never wear jewelry. But let me show you if I can get up on it. Hold on. Look, I got a necklace with a cross. And the Lord's hanging on it, and a Star of David. Because you know I did my 23andMe and found out I'm 10% or 11%. So sorry, I can't afford to lose a percentage. I'm 11% Jewish. Jewish, y'all. I'm 11% Jewish. Uh-oh, it's out of focus. Come on back in. Here I am. Here I am. Hold on. What happened? There I am. And but anyway, I found this beautiful cross with the Lord hanging on it. Of course, we know he's not there. We Baptists were quick to say that because this seemed very Catholic to us when I was growing up. But I just love it to when I reach up there and just reminds me of what he did for me. Now, that may be weird, but I never said I wouldn't. But I keep it under my shirt. And I got the Star of David just because I like it, knowing I'm 11% Jewish. I love that. I tell everybody that's the Jesus in me. I'm 11% Jesus. Oh, Lord. I entertained myself. Thank you, Rian Warsup. Said I have a nice voice. Such a good song, Mark. Let's see what you're saying on this Saturday. I love anything you sing. Thank you, Jane Luffman. Good night. Well, have you ever heard me sing Big Booger Blues? When I was in college, I sang a song. I think, who wrote that? Somebody in college? Billy McDonald, I think, wrote it. It goes, I can't sing it for y'all. Big Booger Blues, it's called. I was a kid then. It was a college song. Deborah Dyke says she's 100% child of God. Well, isn't that the truth? Aren't we all? We love Jesus. Beautiful necklace. Thank you. That was from Ethel Glover Truitt. Rachel Howard, nothing wrong with that, Mark. Thank you, Rachel. Watching from Saskatchewan, Canada. Love your shows. Thank you, Barb Walker Wegner. Hi, Barb, up there in Canada. I love Canada. I love that restaurant I always forget, Swiss Chalet. I love it. And I know y'all think it's common because you have so many of them. But I just love it. Hi, John Charles. Thank you, Rachel Copeland Kearley, Sandra Mirabelli. Sing Big Booger Blues. Okay, well, I'll sing it to you then. What's your name? Sandra Mirabelli. Okay. Well, oh, Sandra's been a picker since way back before your time. She picks them big as a quarter, but never as small as a dime. With her finger up her nose, Sandra sure feels sublime. I got the big booger blues, the big booger blues, do you? I got the big booger blues, the big boogie woogie booger blues, yeah. Picking and a flicking gets to me, does it get to you? And it goes on from there, but I'm 61 now and I have more class than to sing the whole song. What you got there? Sweet tea? No, I quit. Hey, who's that? Joanne Gilbert. This is unsweetened tea because I got used to it. I quit drinking. Gloria Gaither told me one day when I was drinking a Diet Coke that would hurt your brain. And I believed her. So I quit drinking them. Just stopped, all of it. Anything soda. And started just drinking tea. And I was drinking a lot of sweet tea. And then I just switched to unsweetened. It seems more refreshing, actually. I mean, it quenches my thirst better. Thank you, Linda Lee Tuberville, who says I always make you smile. This is my first time hearing. Well, Sandra Mirabelli, it's probably the first time many have ever heard Big Booger Blues, unless you were at Liberty Baptist College in the late 70s, early 80s. Thank you, Carla Taylor. Says, I love you, Mark Lowry. Bill Gaither said one time, Dorcas Johnson says, that you aren't the same in real, life all the time as you are on stage. Well, Lord. But I think you, no, I'm not. I am not, he's right. I'm not that on. You know, when my foot touches the stage, I mean, it's sink or swim time. There is no, I think I'll stick my toe in the water. No, you jump out in it. And so the energy level goes up, everything gets more intense. But, you know, and then now when I'm doing this by myself in a room, talking to a camera, and really through that camera, I'm looking right at y'all. I pretend I am. And it feels like I'm on my back porch more, doesn't it? Just kind of talking to a friend. But you're right. I'm not, I would rather have a serious conversation. That's probably what Bill meant. If it comes to conversations, like if I get in a room full of comedians and they start trying out their new material, I'm out of there. I don't care. I'm bored. But if I'm with Gloria or some of these great thinkers and they're talking, and then things will be said that when I try to retell them, they can come out humorous at times, you know. Chick-fil-A has the best unsweetened tea. Buy it by the gallons. Well, I can make my own. I get the decaf unsweetened tea so I can drink it all day and all night till I go to bed because I love it. So I get the decaf unsweetened. You can't be on all the time. This is like being with a friend. Right, Rosemary Ives, Norm Wall. How many times you get married, Rosemary? Rosemary Ives, Norm Wall. One more time, you can get your picture taken by a whale. I love that joke, but I shouldn't use that one, huh? Do you get Bill to smell your shoe recently? No, Ernest Yoder, I have not. Hey, Kim Mangles, I see you're watching. No, I haven't done that in a long time. And you know how that happened? We were at Family Fest, and we were singing Jesus on the Main Line, and Bill was doing that, you know, hearing himself with his eyes shut, and I kind of noticed it, and the camera was right on my face, so any movement I make is going to be magnified by 1 billion times. So I kind of looked at him, and I noticed people laughed, and so I thought, well, I'll just see how subtle I can be with this, and I'll look at him again. So it started subtle, and then Bill, then when people started laughing, Bill opened his eyes. Okay, of course, then I stopped. That ruins it, right? So Guy Penrod told him during the intermission, next time we do that, don't open your eyes, Bill. Don't open your eyes. So Bill didn't. And then people were laughing. He could hear them laughing, but he knew not to open his eyes. He just kept into himself, and it evolved. And it was almost like, okay, these people have already seen this. If I came back the next year, I think, what can I do to make this funnier? So I ended up, before this was totally over, I ended up on the floor at one point with my shoe off because I'd already put it in his face, so I think, where are we going to go next? I'm on the floor with my foot in his face. And that was the end of that one. I mean, fortunately, he didn't make us keep singing. Actually, we did keep singing it, but I didn't go any further. I mean, what can you do after that? I don't want to talk about it. Patricia Holloway says, my favorite song, Mary, did you know we played it at my husband's funeral? Wow, Patricia, I'm honored. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that so much. I never knew when God gave me that song or that lyric, Buddy Green made it a song when he put music to it. You know, I sent that out as my Christmas card right after I wrote it. But it didn't have music yet. Okay, Charlene Helms, hello Charlene, says that's your favorite Praise Gathering DVD. That's the one where I wore the striped suit, wasn't it? I gave that to the children's home. I wish I'd kept that striped suit. But when I got tired of wearing all those crazy clothes I wore back in the 80s and 90s, more the 90s, I wouldn't. That would be the 90s. Striped suit, polka dot suits. I bought some crazy stuff. One day I decided I've got to get rid of all this, so what am I going to do with it? So I thought the children at the Baptist Children's Home in Nashville would like it, so I dumped it all off. And I guess they enjoyed it. Come see me and sing with me. Hey, Cynthia Hyatt. Cynthia Hyatt. Okay, Cynthia Potter. You see Cynthia Hyatt here in the notes? In the comments? When I was growing up at the Berean Baptist Church, is where I first met Cynthia. Then we really got acquainted over at the Greenwood Village Baptist Church. And the Potters, I went home with them every Sunday after church. I'd beg Daddy, please let me go home with the Potters. Please let me go home with the Potters. Because they lived in a frame wood house next door to a 7-Eleven. And they didn't love their furniture more than they loved their kids. And I'm not saying my parents did either, but my mama would say, I can't have anything till you boys are grown. Well, we just went to the Potter's house. They didn't care. And they would let us wrestle. They would let us, Mrs. Potter made the best potato salad. We called it sloppy potato salad because whatever's in the refrigerator went in the potato salad. And then she made a pot roast, which I still make the pot roast like she made it back then. She brushed it with kitchen bouquet. I have no idea what that is or what that does. And then she would pour in a can or two of cream of mushroom soup and a package of onion soup mix and potato. Maybe, I don't even know if she put potatoes or anything in there. And we'd come home after church to their house if Daddy let me come. And we'd eat that potato salad and that pot roast, and then we would sing around the piano. And that was so much fun. Some of my greatest childhood memories were at your house, Cynthia Potter Hyatt. Hey, Misty, Stennett and Meredith Ann from Belton, Texas, and Tammy Hemrick. When am I coming to Myrtle Beach? I have no idea. I'm not doing anything this year, you know. And y'all, Ed Harper, my booking agent, asked me the other day if I'm getting bored, and I'm not. I'm really loving it. Because I'm staying busy doing stuff like this, Mondays with Mark, dinner conversations, and that's having a big impact. And next year I'll be doing Family Fest with Gaither. I'll be doing Phil Waldrop's senior events. I'll be doing, what else? Oh, the Gaither Vocal Band reunion, and then a few other things. But mostly I'm enjoying this very much. And I can sit here and sing to y'all what you want to hear. Hello from Ecuador, Vernice McKinney. Hi, Ecuador. Hello, Missouri, Nancy C. Reedmeyer. And hey, from Windsor, Ontario, Phil Warren up there in Ontario. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Mark. I'm in Altamonte. Lydia Berlardo. She's in Florida. How hot is it down there? It's pretty warm here, but humid. Like I say, it's so humid, even the Pentecostals won't lift their arms. That's all you can get out of them down here. Praise the Lord. I'm just kidding. Hey, Chillicothe. Thank you for saying my name, Ryan. Oh, now I'm messing it up. Probably Ryan Warsop. Hey, I think phonetics did me good. You know, they should still teach the kids phonetics. When I was growing up, you had to sound it out, which makes so much more sense, you know? So much more sense. Yeah. Then just memorize it. My dad had to memorize, like cat, C-A-T, memorize that. Cat, mouse, encyclopedia, just memorize it. No. Encyclopedia. That, anyway, that's one of my things I'm upset about. I'm not really that upset about that, but if I were to really get upset, that'd be one of them. Because kids can't spell now. My dad can't spell, and he's an attorney, or he was before he went to jail. Sing something from your Broadway DVD. Well, he's not in jail now. He went to prison for 3 years. It's 76, and he's out now, and he's doing good, in case any of y'all worried. Sing something from my Broadway DVD? Okay. And then I'll let y'all go. Because this has been fun. I hope you've had a good Saturday. I need to go find something to eat. And then, let's see here. I'll find it out. Let's see here. Make sure everything's connected. Oops. All right, let's see. What do? I go over here. And I go over here. And I have... Oh, let's do this one because I know it real well. Can you hear that? I see trees of... Uh-oh, I shut the thing and it went off. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm not so ignorant. Here we go. Sorry. Lord, I'm 61. Put that over there so I don't mess it up. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. You remember this fella? The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Hear that baby crying, we'll watch him grow. He'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Now in my concerts right here, I would say, anybody want to dance? Some lady would raise her hand. I'd walk over and we'd dance. You got to do something during the turnaround, you know. because of the rainbow so pretty in the sky are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I don't hear no babies crying, 'cause I'm way too old. We love our grandkids, we love to see them come and see them go. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. It's hard on your throat. Isn't that a pretty song? There's one I'd have written had I thought of it and been old enough to have written it. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Let's see what you're saying. I love this. As if you can't tell. Oh, it looks like everybody hung up. Well, y'all, 420 of y'all watching right now. Kim Mangles, Caroline Williams, Pat Avery, Lydia Bellardo, Judy Robinson, Daniel S. Godoy, Daniel Swaggerty, Lynn Kale, Cherry Crane Phillips, Rachel Copeland, Kearley, Ann Forbeck, Columba. All right. Well, God bless you. Listen, I'll see you Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, live right here, right on this same channel. This, wherever you're seeing this, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, wherever, it's live right now, and it will be live again Monday night, 7 p.m. with Greg Long and Jana, his wife from Avalon, Jana Long. Y'all, it's going to be fun. Well, bye-bye, y'all.